Wrong scene for a second. Okay, we're here. Give me 1 second. I can hear myself talking for some reason. There we go. Okay, so this is where we're at. PF Paul is the time to beat. I think it's a 122.40. It could be a 122.375. But like, that's so specific. Why would it be that? So I'm pretty sure it's a 122.4. Either way, we're just gunning to beat PF Paul. Now, I'm working on a video right now, and I'm not going to spoil to y'all what it is, but PF Paul was in it, and I couldn't remember why I recognized that name when I was working on the video. I was like, why is it so familiar? And it's because it's the Staff Ghost. Well, Staff Ghost. It's the King A standard that we're trying to beat. So, why don't we go ahead and look at the run. Now, actually, we're not going to do that really quickly. We're just going to look at this run, which is my PB. It's not bad. It's a 0.7, so it's like kind of close to PF Paul's time. It's less than 400 milliseconds away. But that 400 milliseconds is going to be tough to beat. Just watch the run. You'll see why. So you see, it's Mario Circuit, which means it's really precise. And because it's really precise, that's what makes the 400 milliseconds hard to narrow down. So, right off the bat, did you see anything wrong with that straightaway? There's nothing. There's nothing wrong with that straightaway. It is actually like a perfect straightaway. If we're tied with him after that first straightaway, that's a very, very good sign. If we're losing to him, that's okay. Because, you know, sometimes you're going to get bounces or something like that. Now, he does a 3 mushroom strat on lap 1. Like that. And we aren't going to be doing that because in order for that to save enough time to beat a 1-1-1 shroom method, your 3 shroom method has to be like perfect. So because I don't have a ton of experience with the 3 shroom method on lap 1, I'm just going to be sticking to a 1-1-1. That's what I learned from Phoenix. I'm pretty sure it was Phoenix who told me about that. And that's what my PB does. We're going to keep doing that, and it's yielded a good bit of success. And, okay, one more thing. A place that we can save time after this turn right here. If you get an alignment so that you hit that, I'm pointing, like you can see that. There's a curb, and if you hit the curb a little bit, you get some air and you realign, and you won't have to hop out of your wheelie. You'll just be realigned straight for like the next turn, which is really, really good. So we're going to try to do that sometimes. Why don't we go ahead and race him? Let's go. How's everyone doing? Are we doing good? I hope so. I'm doing pretty good. Thank you for asking, Iron Cicada. See, like that. Like, we're going to get bounces and we're going to be down on him after the first straightaway, but that's nothing to worry about. Ouch. Oh well. Nasty ski drift right there. It was huge, except it really didn't do a whole lot. But like, whenever you get a ski drift, it just feels so cool, you know? Well, right there, it actually kind of did a lot. A little bit. That's the alignment we're looking for, by the way. We don't have to realign. No, it's been a while. Oof. It's been a while since I've time trialed MC. So I'm not going to be getting very good lap times. We need 0.6s and 0.7s. 0.6s and 0.7s is... No, what? Do we need 0.6s only? We might only need 0.6s. Either way, for lap 1, a 0.7 is okay because it's going to be our slowest lap, technically. Not bad. Decent alignment right there. See, 0.6, that's good. That's what we want. That was good. Oof. Ooh, careful. There was a ski drift. Do you see that one? .7. Okay, so we're looking at like a low 123 right now. Unless we get a 0.5 or so, but it'd be low 0.5. Just to like let y'all get a... Look at him taking the ramp over there. It's so that he can avoid the chain chomp, but he really doesn't have to do that. There's a nice little strategy right there. So you can see we're still down on him after doing 1-1-1, but that wasn't very clean. That would give us somewhere in the range of a low 123, and we're looking for a low 124. So we got ways to go. We have some strats up our sleeves. Good alignments up our sleeves that I gotta rework because I just haven't touched this track in a minute. But once those get moving, it'll seem a lot more beatable. Right now, it seems a little like, whoa, we're losing by so much. How are we gonna take this time back? But it'll be better. Don't worry. Believe in Meal Swipe, guys. That bounce was crazy. Okay, it's a good alignment at least. Let's see what this is. 0.9, never mind. My PB is a 122.7. It's like a mid 0.7 and he's got a high 0.3. So we're about 0.35 seconds away. Ow. That was good. Oh, that would have been good. That'd have been so good. Meal Swipe. Oh, merch? I don't know about that. 100 million subscribers will do merch. See how we gained a bit of time on him there? Because we hit the curb. That's what we want to do. Ooh, what is this? What would that have been? 0.7? Ah, never mind. That felt good. My PB was set offline. I didn't stream it. Is what if that's what you're asking. I had that stream about 2 months ago of Mario Circuit. I don't remember exactly where we left off. I think it was a low 123 is where we left off. So Now I'm at a low 120, not low, I'm at a 122.7, so I work it down off stream since then. When I make the episode, though, it'll be included, don't worry. Watch this. Oop. Ooh. A wheelie would be nice sometimes. Chain? Almost. Come on. Not bad. Man, I cannot get that alignment. I need that. That's nice. Nice. Best flavor of ramen? I like the beef one. The chicken one's not that great, even though it's kind of common. I like the beef one. My roommate gets a ton of ramen. He'll cook it up a lot of the time. It smells so good. He gets the beef one too. That's what put me on it. And I gotta say, he's on to something. It's really good. That's nice. 0.5. That's good. That was a good alignment out of the shortcut. And that alignment sucked. But it's a 0.6? I mean, hey, that's pretty good. We're about... I mean, I wouldn't say I'm on PB pace for me. But it's decent pace. Here, yeah, we're not... When that chain chomp becomes a problem, that means we've made progress. See, we're still down on him. Nice ski drift, by the way. Big Fry. Thanks. What would that have been? Put your bets in. 123 or 122? I'm saying 122. 122.9. Hey, look at that. So yeah, that lap 3 sucked. It was a 0.8. But if we didn't suck, if we got a good alignment into lap 3 instead of a bad alignment, or bringing that time from that lap 3 from 0.8 to like 0.5 or 0.6, which would put us at a 122.6 range. That's significantly closer. Okay, that's not bad. Let's have a good alignment. That's never fun. It's a little annoying, but like you can control it somewhat. When you realign there, if you just hold down when you do it, then you won't like, you get your wheelie out quicker. It's like getting a smooth landing, kind of. Like right here. Oof. It just means Mac McClung. Did something happen with Mac McClung? Am I missing something? Is he still, did he get an NBA contract? If he did, that's huge. Then, yeah, let's go, Mac McClung. How's that wall clip? The reverse glitch. You clip back up to the top. Okay, think. If you could somehow clip from the top, or from the bottom up to the top, would it be considered a glitch? Because it's not really an ultra shortcut, right? Not really. You're not. Are you skipping? If you're skipping a key checkpoint, then never mind. But if you're not skipping a key checkpoint, would that just be considered a regular shortcut? Who got waived from the Bulls 4 hours after being signed? How did they waive him that quick? That's ridiculous. That's right, yeah, I'm Robert Williams. I look just like him. Can't forget that. This should be a good lap. Hey, it's 0.4. All right, well, we just squandered it, but that was a really good 0.4. Ah, Invincible's here. Invincible, I need your skill. I need your skill on this. Let me just steal it from you like the Monstars. Whoops. So you see, I stream in 480p, and I could stream in a higher resolution, but I don't want to because I'd risk disconnecting the stream. See, I used to stream, I think it was 720, like it was a normal resolution, but I would constantly run into issues where the stream would just die. Like, if y'all remember back in Road to 9999, like the stream would die pretty much every time I streamed Road to 9999, and it was like a running joke. When I started streaming at 480p, it's just easier for OBS and easier for my computer, so it doesn't disconnect as much, and I'd rather have that. The recording is just fine. It's like 1080p. I mean, the Wii itself is 480p, so you know you're still gonna get that, but it's not gonna be like dulled down like it is here. Like, it'll look okay. Oh, I got you, Invincible. Yeah, I'm not going to be doing the ramp. I don't think you have to beat this time. Actually, no, there's no way you have to. How's that ski drift? Ooh, not such a bad alignment either. Alright, this is going to be good. Maybe 0.5. Okay, not bad. Come on. Almost. That's good, though. These alignments, bro. I can never get them. Alright. What is this gonna be? Almost. Oh yeah. King A on every track with automatic spear? Easy. That's easy money. I actually just found out recently. I don't know how I didn't know this before, but Moonview Highway was an automatic spear track for like ever. Just found that out. It took till like 2014. I was like, what? I watched the record and it's actually so clean. I bet you could beat the King A with the spear like that on like a good number of tracks. I don't know about all of them though. Here, yeah, you could. Pain, yeah, this is it. This is Mario Circuit Jail. Isn't this fun? It's not like Coconut Mall where it's actually kind of like fun to play. It's just kind of, you know, we're playing. Anything is possible. Wait, who said that? No. That wasn't Jason Tatum who said that. That was Kevin Garnett. That was the actually good one. Jason Tatum was just copying everybody. We've seen those clips before. Okay, there's gonna be like a 0.6. Mm-hmm. That was rough. Yeah, that was really rough. The plagiarism run. That's what it was, basically. Nice, nice. Okay, I see. Invincible. I always thought you're supposed to hold down a little bit so that like your back tire lands first and you get a smoother landing. But I'll do what you just said. That is so much. You're right. Yeah, no, I get it. I get it now. That is way more like smooth. Motion. Yeah, I don't use Nunchuck for that reason. And also just, you know, the Classic Controller Pro? Dude, that's such a cool controller name. I'm going to use that one. That's the main reason I use Classic Controller Pro. But also I don't want to have to really, like, I don't have to use my come on. My arm to wheelie. I feel like that'd get annoying. And then GCN, bro, they put the buttons all over the place. I don't understand why some people use GCN. Like, I get how you can get good with it, but you gotta learn some, like, weird ways to claw the controller. I mean, I guess you do for CCP too, but it's not as bad. Watch this. It didn't work. Never mind. Don't watch anything. Sometimes it works and it feels cool, though. It is quite comfortable and consistent. Almost. Okay, so Andrew Brown, listen. When you're rehopping, it's on the, after the second turn, like right before the chain chomp. After you realign, what's most consistent is to let go of the analog stick. It's right here. So I realign, let go of the analog stick, and just spam the wheelie button. If I don't do that, then there's a good chance that I just won't like get the wheelie as consistently. Ouch. Okay, that stunk. But that method makes it more consistent. It definitely has been more consistent. You know, Udafala, I just completely mispronounced that. Udafuda. I don't play any other Mario Kart games because I just don't own them. I have Mario Kart 7. I don't know how I'd record that on a 3DS. Or a DS for that matter, unless I emulate it, which I guess I could do. But I'm really just a Mario Kart Wii player. I'm not really a Mario Kart player. So I'll play a lot of Mario Kart Wii Time Trials, but when it comes to like Mario Kart DS, I haven't played that in like 5 years. And then before that, I hadn't played it since, like, I was 9 years old, maybe? No, not even 9. I was probably, like, 6 or 7, dude. I played that game when I was really little. It was the first Mario Kart game I played, though. Let me tell y'all how I got exposed to the Mario Kart series for the first time, because it's kind of funny. So, one day, my cousins, they were over, and they brought their DS's. And so my cousin comes up to me, he's like, dude, you gotta try this new game that I got. It's awesome. I was like, oh, what is it? Or I don't know what I said. I was like 6. But I asked about it. He's like, dude, in this game, Bowser is a good guy. That blew my mind. I didn't even know that was possible. So, oh, there it goes again. It's not in my muscle memory yet. So that just blew my mind. I was like, what? He showed me the game, and I was a little confused. Because it's not really like a story. You're just kind of racing, right? I'd played New Super Mario Bros. Before, and that was it. So I was like, okay, sure, I guess they're all racing now. I didn't know that you could hold down the A button when I first played Mario Kart DS. So for the first race, I just spammed the A button the whole time. And that kind of worked, actually. And I think I ended up getting like 5th. Which for spamming the A button instead of pressing it, that's not bad. Oh, that's a good alignment. Is it 2.5s? Come on, don't hit me. Good. But we are on good pace. Didn't give me the wheelie. Oh, that might have sold the PB. Yep, that sold the PB. We were PBing there, and then it just didn't give me the wheelie. Oh, that sucks. That sucks so much. Alright, whatever. Whatever. We got more time. My PB right now is a 122.7. So, maybe I should, you know what? Do I have a text box? No, I'll get a text box on screen. Give me one sec. Is this on screen right now? Wait, I want to see. Look at this. You see that? Boom. 122.7 something. Yeah, that's what it is. Now check out this font. Boop, 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 boop. There it is. Boom. How's that? Put that down here. That's the PB. We'll update that as we go. Why don't I try the Shroomless Rail Low Trick? Why do you think I'm not trying the Shroomless Rail Low Trick? I assume you mean the King Alex strat, which I'm not doing because that's really difficult. And we don't need it to beat this time, I'm pretty sure. Okay, that's good. Come on. There we go. That right there. If I just don't not get the wheelie, then I'm doing just fine. Like, that's a really good shortcut. Using every bounce I got. This will probably be a 0.6. Ooh, what was that? Sure, is it 0.6? It's 0.7. All right. We messed up a little too much. Mario Kart 8 Deluxe Funky Kong goes Michael Jordan on the Wizards. That's actually such a good comparison. I would say he's more like Celtics Shaq. He's not quite as dominant in Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. Mm. How's that ski drift? Imagine how many burgers $10,000 could buy you. Five Guy burgers? That's like 3 burgers. Anywhere else though? At least like 6. Hey, Nets KG was washed, but like second stint Minnesota KG. That's what we're talking about. That's washed. But he was really only there to mentor Karl Anthony Towns, really. Ouch. Ouch. Yeah, that Karl Anthony Towns Julius Randle trade has got to be the most random trade I've ever seen. Like, you're just swapping 2 all-star caliber players for what? Like, I don't see the benefit on either side, really. I guess the Knicks, like, they got a whole new look. Like, they just went out and got everybody this offseason. I feel like they've been all over the trade market news. The Timberwolves, like, I'm trying to see it. I'm trying to see how it makes sense. And I trust that whoever made that decision has very good reason to it, because that's just the weirdest trade I've ever seen. Like, I have faith that both teams are going to be better from it, but I just don't see it yet, you know? Alright, yeah, this run's in the wash. Who's the NBA equivalent for Mario Kart Wii? Like a player? How would we describe Mario Kart Wii among other Mario Kart games? Michael Jordan. There you go. Easy. Michael Jordan. That does make sense. Yeah, Minnesota wanted to relieve some cap space. And I guess if they try to, like, reduce Julius Randle's offensive role to just give it more to Anthony Edwards, they're just leaning further into him. Makes sense. But, like, I think Julius Randle is still perfectly fine as an offensive player. He gets a lot of hate from Knicks fans, but, like, bro, every Knicks player gets hate from Knicks fans. Like, come on. I think they're over-hating on Julius Randle a little bit. Like, his value offensively is still there. And defensively, he's a big body. He can do a lot alongside Rudy Gobert. So he doesn't have to anchor the defense, because Rudy is going to do that. And he doesn't have to carry the offense quite like Anthony Edwards does. So I think he's going to do pretty well in his role as a complementary piece. Karl Anthony Towns is going to be out of breath, bro, playing 50 minutes a game alongside everyone else in Thibodeau's offense. Like, it's gonna be crazy. And all that defense, like, he's actually, you think he's gonna get better at defense now that he's coached by Thibodeau? I think he will. I keep doing that. Like, I'm getting the bad alignment into the shortcuts, just not working out. Yeah, they get DiVincenzo. Let's not forget about Dante DiVincenzo. He can put up 30 sometimes. Like, he, near the end of the season, was putting up, like, 5, 6 3-pointers a game. Like, what? And, like, not 3-pointers attempted, like, made. I'm just thinking, like, is this a peak role player? Like, is he the best role player in the league right now? All right, I'm falling off because I'm talking about basketball instead of thinking. Oh, Thibs used to... Okay, I didn't know he did that. I didn't know he was in Minnesota. I know he's at the Bulls for a while. Now he's at the Knicks. He looks like a New Yorker. So I thought he fit in perfectly at the Knicks. Okay, interesting. And it's done, but still, that was funny. I keep doing that. Who's Mario in MKWii? If Funky Kong is like LeBron James, right? And out of current players. Mario's like, I don't know. Like basic? That's what I think of when I think Mario, but like also not the face of the game, you know? Basic, not the face of the game, but still very well known. I'm thinking, is he Jimmy Butler? I would give it to Jimmy Butler, yeah. '76 is our first round exit. Depends if Embiid can stay healthy, bro. I fully believe Embiid's lack of success has just kind of been like lack of success in the playoffs. He can turn that around. I 100% believe he can turn that around. That was nice. Is Paul George wearing number 8 in Philadelphia? That's just weird. He needs to go back to being either 13, 24 was pretty good. I just know him as PG-13. He's going to be PG-13 even when he's not the number 13. I'll take it. I'll take any 0.6, I guess. These alignments, man. I cannot get these alignments. That's a 0.4 though, which is awesome. There it goes. Hey, that 0.4, if we repeat that 3 times, we beat him. We just get that level of 0.4. We won't, but like if we do, it's big. Man, we're an hour into this or so. A little less than an hour. Any good paces? Good paces, yeah, sometimes. I was just about to complain about Mario Circuit here just in time. It's not fun. Like, we're always... I think it's just kind of discouraging, like, when you're losing to him on the first straightaway constantly. Because he gets a perfect first straightaway. Like, I mean perfect. Like, you cannot be faster than his first straightaway. So, pretty much every time, I'm like... okay, whatever. Oh, 13 and 24 retired by the Sixers. Okay, got it. They should unretire for Paul George. Don't they know he has a podcast? It's that last mini turbo. The last mini turbo before the straightaway, because that alignment to the straightaway is kind of difficult. You can't really see where you're going until after you've released the mini turbo. And you gotta hope that you're aiming for the middle of the track. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Okay, that's not bad. That is. Yeah, Wilt Chamberlain's number gets unretired for Paul George. That's what, that's, yeah, sounds good. Anything for Podcast P. Pretty good. That's another pretty good alignment. Okay. Not bad. Never mind, it's a 0.6. Why is it a 0.6? That makes 0 sense. Alright, that caught me off guard. I was like jump scared by that bounce. Anyway, we're back to it. We're back in the running for a good PB now. So that's good. Hey, we don't dislike PG-13 around here. I like Paul George. I mean, I guess I like it. He's cool. He's got aura. He's got a cool bag. He's got a semi-funny podcast. Except the greatest basketball podcaster of all time. Right now, Jeff Teague, for sure. The first player to ever peak after he retired. Because his podcasts are so good. He's actually so funny. I haven't joined the players page. I'm just playing to beat him and then upload it to YouTube. So I guess I don't have to like go in and submit my time, but I probably should. Gotta figure out how to join the players page too. If it's as easy as just setting up an account, then like, oh yeah, I could do that. Okay, we're on good pace. Good alignment. 0.5, nice. Oh, come on. I have more faith in James Harden and Kawhi than that. I have faith that they will stick with the Clippers and they're going to be okay. James Harden is how old? Like 48? Where could he go and request a trade where people would be like demanding for him? He wasn't putting up crazy numbers with the Clippers. He was doing good. Like, don't get me wrong. When all of the Clippers were healthy, they were scary. Like, I thought they were going to win it all until Kawhi, pulled a Kawhi and got injured again, and then Harden kind of disappeared. But that's what always happens. Okay, sick. I'm already in the TT server, so I can go ahead and do that. You think any active NBA players? Ooh. Imagine, though. When I found out James Charles was like a big Mario Kart Wii fan, that was kind of surprising. Imagine, like, out of the woodwork, Isaac Okoro is like, oh yeah, huge Mario Kart Wii fan, by the way. That'd be awesome. Nice drop chain, Funky Kong. I'm thinking about the Spurs this upcoming year. I don't want to be scared of them, but like, they're crazy. They're crazy, dude. Well, they're not actually crazy. Wemby is crazy, and Chris Paul is going to be eating. He's going to be feeding Wemby like 1 million assists per game. But here's the thing. It's only year 2 Wemby, all right? I know he's going to be awesome. He's going to average like 8 billion points and 1 million rebounds and like 13 billion steals. But it's still the Spurs, okay? I know they've added a couple good pieces, so I expect them to be decent. Like a play-in team, which would be a really big upgrade from how they were last year. But it's still the Spurs. Like, let's not forget that. They're not proven yet. Wait, that's a good alignment. I'm going to keep this run going. No, I won't. No, I won't. Yeah, Pop's going to make it. He will. He will. Play-in is not a crazy prediction. Let's think about the teams in the West that are like quote-unquote playoff teams or like playoff caliber teams. All right, let's go down the list. OKC, Denver, right? Minnesota, Clippers, Kings, Pelicans, maybe Warriors, maybe Lakers. I would say the Spurs are in there. The Rockets are sneaky good. The only teams that are... Oh, the Grizzlies, too. They're going to be good now that they have Ja Morant back. So there's a lot of teams that are good enough to make the playoffs, but there's only, 8 playoff spots. So saying that Wemby is going to be in the play-in isn't crazy, I don't think. Also, that was a super wide alignment. What the heck, Reggie? Come on. 0.7. We need to get back to 0.5s. Who do we think is going to win the West, guys? I'm saying the Sacramento Kings because, come on, that's my team. But realistically, it's probably going to be OKC. It could be Denver, but they took a step back. Like, they've just kind of done nothing these last few off seasons. They lost Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. I'm going to keep it. Oh, no, I can't. That's a stupid bounce. The Denver Nuggets aren't going to be bad. It's just that, they don't have anybody. Like, they have their main core of Aaron Gordon, Jamal Murray, Jokic. But then they lost Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. I think they're banking on Christian Brown being really good, which he's been really good recently. He's just still kind of young, so replacing a veteran like KCP is difficult. Now he's at the Magic. The Magic just keep getting better, bro. They just keep making all the right moves. Magic are going to be like a top 4, top 3 team, I think, in the East. Doesn't matter, though. They're all going to lose to the Celtics. Yeah, that's true. Sheffield Wednesday is probably going to win the East. That's what I was thinking. Sheffield Wednesday, the Josh Windass-led Sheffield Wednesday team is going to probably go 82-0. No one's going to be able to beat them in the playoffs. That's my prediction. Then let's think about the East really quick. There's a couple good teams in the East, but they don't really have as many good teams as the West does. They have the Celtics, which are probably the best team in the league, but aside from that, the Knicks got better. Got way more expensive, honestly. They got better. So I'll say they're in championship contention. Celtics, Knicks, I'll throw the Magic in there. Cavs, Bucks, if they can actually be a serious team. And that's about it for the East. Is there someone I'm missing in the East? The Pistons, yeah. The Heat are probably going to be okay again. I don't see OKC going to the finals. Hot take. I see... In the finals, I see the Sacramento Kings versus the Detroit Pistons. Yeah. Yep. That's what I see. That stupid Goomba. Kings Knicks 1951 rematch. Bro, I forgot the Kings were actually good like that long ago. Just think, that's how long ago it's been since the Kings won something. Think about this. Here's some Sacramento Kings lore for everyone who doesn't know. So the Sacramento Kings, it's an old franchise, and it was moved to Sacramento in like the mid 80s. Before it was Sacramento, it was, get this, it was Kansas City, Omaha, like a joint metro area had a basketball team. And before that, it was Cincinnati. And then before that, if it wasn't a terrible alignment, that would be a great lap one. And then before Cincinnati, it was Rochester, New York. So just think, the Royals / Kings, the franchise, has never had a good city. And in the 1950s, when they won, I think it was 1954, either that or 51, when they won the championship. First of all, that championship is older than the civil rights movement. That's how long it's been since we've won anything. And second of all, what am I going to say? Oh yeah, Rochester. Bro, what kind of city is that? Rochester? Like, I get it if you have a team in LA. Like, yeah, you're going to do well when you're in LA. Come on, you've got all the money in the world when you're in LA. Or New York, or like Chicago or something. Rochester, New York, you dip into the government's funds and you get 5 pennies, bro. What are you doing in there? And then Sacramento, you know, I love the Sacramento energy. Literally never been there in my entire life, but the fans are awesome. I love seeing them on TV, and it seems like a great town from the Kings fans' atmosphere. So I love how they're in Sacramento. They almost got moved to Seattle in the mid 2010s, but then the fans protested at the city government. Might have been actually the state capitol where they protested, and then they kept the Kings in Sacramento. And aren't we glad they did? Because they spent about 10 more years out of playoff contention. Great job, guys. But now we're good, so it's okay. We made some good moves. We got rid of some people who shouldn't have been a part of the franchise. Vlade Divac, what kind of GM are you? Like, really? Vlade Divac is our... I just don't get it. I don't get how some NBA players don't really convert the best to, I don't know, general managers or coaches sometimes. Chauncey Billups is the head coach of the Portland Trailblazers right now, and they're a dumpster fire. Vlade Divac was our GM, and he passed up on Luka Doncic. Thanks, bro. So it's not really the best idea to trust in a head coach just because they were a good player. Steve Nash was the head coach of the Nets in 2021. He wasn't great. Jason Kidd is the head coach of the Mavs. He's actually pretty good. He's been a head coach for a while, so he's trustworthy. But I wouldn't trust all of them like that. Now, I would trust LeBron James as a head coach. He basically is a head coach already. Michael Jordan, when he was the owner of the Bobcats. Yeah, that's funny. That's annoying. That's annoying. I just didn't get that alignment. I'm pretty sure this is good pace. Come on. Wait, that's just barely not my PB. Like by 0.03 or something like that. That's crazy. Okay. That was not bad. It's just not my PB. Have I had midterms yet? I had a midterm like 2 weeks ago. Well, I had like one of the many midterms in all of my classes was about 2 weeks ago. The 2007 Oklahoma City Hornets? You mean like when the Hornets moved to Oklahoma City because of Hurricane Katrina? I forgot that they did that because I was like nothing years old when that happened. But I think I heard about it in a YouTube video once. Poor citizens of New Orleans had to put up with being in OKC for a year. Few years, really. Well, you see Biker Wave in the US, a lot of the sports teams are just franchises, so they can associate with the city, but they're not really like affiliated with the city government most of the time. There is a special case like the Green Bay Packers. You might be wondering, Big Fry, where the heck is Green Bay? If you're not from the US, it's a small town in Wisconsin that has an NFL team, the Green Bay Packers. Pretty famous team because they won the first Super Bowl. But what's interesting about them is that it's a publicly owned team, like it's owned by the city, which is neat, but also it's kind of hard for them to gain as much revenue as if they were a franchise, I think. And also their stadium hasn't moved since it was made. I think they have a new stadium by now because it's been like 1 billion years since the first Super Bowl, and they better have destroyed that stadium. Stadiums are not supposed to last that long, but I'm pretty sure it stayed in the same spot the whole time. You know, Thomas Lamano, I'm holding up okay. I am stuck in jail right now because it's Mario Circuit and this is miserable. But we're talking about basketball and sports, so I'm having a good time. Uh-oh, we got a bad alignment. Never mind, I'm having a terrible time. We kind of salvaged it though, so it's okay. That's a terrible alignment. It's like a 0.7. It's a 0.5. I'm not taking it anyway. Oh, I see. They just don't move. Just up and move. What do you mean you don't up and move every time you dislike your city? What? I'm trying to think of any NBA franchises that never moved. I guess new ones. Like the Heat have always been the Heat. Pretty sure. The New York Knickerbockers have always been the New York Knickerbockers, but they're old. And also, I have no idea what a Knickerbocker is. That's a New York thing, I assume. So, like, if they moved it somewhere else, they'd either keep the name and it wouldn't make any sense, or they'd have to change the name. Now, sometimes teams change the name. Or no, sometimes they move places, but then they don't change the name, like the Utah Jazz. Jazz? Why is there Jazz in Utah? There isn't any Jazz in Utah. There's Jazz in Louisiana. They used to be the New Orleans Jazz. But then they moved to Utah, and now they're the Utah Jazz, which doesn't make any sense. Or the Lakers. What is a Los Angeles Laker? They don't have any lakes there. They got a lot of lakes in Minnesota. They used to be the Minnesota Lakers, but then they moved, and now they're the Los Angeles Lakers. It doesn't make any sense. Or the Clippers. A clipper is a type of ship that was really common in the ports of San Diego. So they named the NBA team the San Diego Clippers, and then they moved to LA, and now it doesn't make any sense anymore. Orlando Magic will always make sense, though. It's the pants. Ah, I see. Now, don't sleep on Something United. Something United? Sligo Rovers. Actually, nah, you're forgetting about the crazy team names like Sligo. What is a Rover? I don't know what a Rover is. Tottenham Hotspurs. Hey, what about the Tottenham Hotspurs? FC. Yeah, sure. It is a football club still, so we'll call it FC. But Tottenham Hotspurs. Like, that's cool. I don't know what an Arsenal is. Well, I do, but it's like the whole... Is the mascot's a gun, but it's a cannon. They're the Gunners. Doesn't make as much sense as Hotspurs. There you go. Tottenham 1, Arsenal 0. Hey, how about Tottenham beating up on Man U the other day? How about that? Bruno Fernandes got sent off. I don't watch any MLB, so don't ask me about MLB, but I do watch a good bit of NBA. Some Premier League, because my friend's a big Tottenham fan. So I'll hear about Tottenham news. I'll occasionally hear about general Premier League news. That's about it. And then basketball, I'm pretty in the loop. No baseball, though. Just not my thing. Ouch. Dude, low-key, my dream job is to be a NBA GM. That would last me about 2 years of having a job before they fire me, because GMs don't last long usually. But it would be so cool. There we go. That's pretty good. 0.4. Not a bad alignment. What is this going to be? 0.6. I'll take it. Okay, that should be a PB. Come on. PB by like nothing. But we PB'd. I'm so glad we didn't sell on lap 3. That lap 1 carried. Okay, so I don't have to update this because my PB is still a 122.7 something. But there we go. That's what I'm talking about. Bill Russell or Kareem? Kareem, thank you. Yeah, Crystal Palace. What a thing. One of the teams in the EPL. I have a friend who's a Crystal Palace fan. See, way back in the day, in European history class, we learned about the Crystal Palace exhibition. From that point on, he's been a Crystal Palace fan. Or he's not, but like whenever one of my other friends, who's a big Premier League fan, asks him what team he supports, he just tells him Crystal Palace. He can't name a single player on the team. Magic Johnson or Larry Bird? Do I be racist and say Larry Bird? Yeah, Larry Bird. No, I'm just kidding. He won 3 MVPs back to back to back in the middle of that era, so I'll take Larry Bird. Or was it MVPs or championships? I don't remember. He won both. All right, everyone in chat right now, just start talking. We all know about the 2004 Pistons, right? Tell me about the 2003 Spurs. Just start going on about them. Better. On the topic of the 2003 Spurs, do you think Tim Duncan belongs in the GOAT conversation or not? I say no because he had a really good team around him pretty much his whole career. But he's still super decorated, like a top 10 player of all time, but not a GOAT. Oh, I forgot Magic Johnson. Yeah, he did come back. That'd have been crazy if Magic was alongside Kobe and Shaq, but he really couldn't have done much except mentor them. Like, when he came back in 1996, he wasn't bad. He was still good, despite his age, and despite not having played for a while. He's just not like, you know, he doesn't hold the keys to the franchise anymore like he used to. These alignments, bro. Really just that one alignment. .6. All right, I'm out of here. Yeah, I would say Tim Duncan's the greatest Spur of all time. Who else would it be? Like Wemby, if he Wemby is already the greatest Spur of all time. Yeah. Kawhi Leonard, maybe? No, there's not enough, like... Kawhi Leonard, what he's done is, like, not enough, because if he had actually played in the seasons where he was injured, I would say he has, like, he could potentially be a top 20 player, but he can't. He just can't be that because, you know, he doesn't play basketball. What about George Gervin? Yeah, no, get out of here, bro. George Gervin was good, allegedly. But George Gervin wasn't... Like, come on. Is he Tim Duncan level? Nah. They didn't win a championship with George Gervin. Or did they? Did they win with David... Was he on the team with David Robinson? Or is he... No, he's like 80s, right? Yeah, they didn't win with him. Even though he's good. Now let's have a good conversation. Who's the greatest Sacramento King of all time? Now here's the thing about the Kings. If you talk about just as the franchise, the greatest player of all time in the franchise history is Big O. It's Oscar Robertson, and there's no debate there. So let's not have that debate, because that's boring. In the Sacramento era, is it Chris Webber? Is it Mitch Richmond? Is it De'Aaron Fox? Is it DeMarcus Cousins? Is it Sabonis? I'm saying it's Chris Webber. I don't think that's too much of a competition. Chris Webber was so dominant back in his day before he inevitably got injured. So I'm going to say him. Ouch. Isaiah Thomas, that's the right answer, yeah. Nice. Why are we so good at having, like, decently good Celtics point guards on our team at some point? We had Rajon Rondo and Isaiah Thomas. Where did that come from? We got it. We finally got it. The perfect straightaway. That stinks. We could have actually done well. We got a weird bounce out of the shortcut, so it's like a 0.6. Could have been a low 0.5 or 4. That's a good shortcut. Pretty good alignment too. 0.4. Not bad. That's PB pace. That's a PB. 0.6. Let's go. 2.4s. Look at that lap 3. That lap 3 is so good. If we drive better on lap 1, that's beating him. That's beating him. So we're about 200 milliseconds away, a little over. That's pretty good. Now I'm actually going to go to the Mario Kart Players page to check exactly exactly what it is, because I'm like pretty sure it's a 122.4, but it could be something different. Let's see. No, not that. Wait, no way. That's the, yeah, that's the God standard. It's not that. It's a 122.38. What? That's so random. Why 3-8? Yeah, I can finally update the PB. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. 0.6 something. But it's not something. It was like 0.612 or something like that. So it's actually a really good time. Okay, boom. I just, I think talking about the Kings is like, sometimes it's kind of good, and then sometimes it's really not good. Right there, it was great. It was great. Yeah, I know lap 1 is slower by default, but we can still get 0.4s. Like, we've gotten 0.4s on lap 1 before. So if we get, like, 0.4s or even 0.5s on lap 1, and then do what we did lap 2 and 3 on that run, we're beating him. Ouch. Alright. I don't host knockout tournaments. No, I do not. I don't play online a ton. Although I will try to get a Mogi of the Week episode in this week. I'm going to try. I can't really confirm that it's going to happen. But I'm going to try for it to happen. That looks like it's really bad, and it's worse than normal, but it's actually not the end of the world. It's okay. That's a 0.5. There it goes. Meal of the week is coming back. Yeah, I mean, it's been a couple of weeks. Disconnection issues have happened, but my Wi-Fi so far over the last couple days has been fine. I was able to connect to someone's room one time, so I think I should be back in business. I can't guarantee it's going to be streamed, but it's going to be recorded at the very least. Bikerwave is back to the Wise Financial Investment. It's good to see you back, Bikerwave. If you've been wondering if you missed any member Mogies, you did not. Don't worry. .7, yeah, that was kind of weird. That was weird. I'm like sweating right now. It's really hot in this room. Maybe the AC died, but it's kind of cool outside. Never mind, it's 83. That's not that hot though. Ouch. What would this have been? 0.5 at least. In order to donate and buy the membership, you go to my channel's page, and then there's a little plus icon, and you can join. There's no form. Who's uglier, Trey Young or Derek White? Let me preface this by saying they're both beautiful, okay? Derek White. I can't stand his bald head. I want the weird fringe to come back. That's so sad. Been waiting to do that the whole time. Yo, I kind of got the perfect alignment out of there. That was nasty. My fingernails, you know, they're not clipped all the way, so I'm not going to be driving at my best, is what that means. It's true, I do also accept McDonald's gift cards. If you come to my house and then buy me a Big Mac, you get the membership forever, actually. That's the only way you can get the membership indefinitely. Thank you, Schultz. I'm gonna need the good luck. All right, we've PB'd already, which is really great. I'm looking to get a little closer, maybe to the 0.5, 0.4 range. Just think. We could get there if we just have a good lap 1, and then a good lap 2, and then a good lap 3. That's all it takes, guys. It's so simple. We had a good lap 2 and lap 3 in our PB, and our lap 1 wasn't great. I don't even know why I took it. Under normal circumstances, I wouldn't be taking that. But I did, and I'm glad I did. Come on, what is this? 0.7. Ugh. How I come up with the outro lines? Stay safe, stay cute, stay loyal came from a video from Nicrovita many, many years ago. I just copied him. He didn't say the exact same thing as me. Like, I changed it up a little, but it's basically the same thing. So it's safe to say I copied my outro from Nicrovita. But, like, Nicrovita is awesome. Alright, copying from him. It's good channel to copy from. Nice. Yeah, I'll be upfront about that. I copy. I copied. I don't try to copy content. But I'll copy that outro for sure. Nobody really realized for a long time, too. I guess there's not a huge overlap of Mario Kart Wii and Nicrovita fans. There probably, I assume there would be, because he's got a big fan base. It's a 0.6 for some reason. All we need is a 0.2, guys. We just drive a 0.2. Like that's ever happening. He didn't really say much. Nicrovita said that at the end of a couple videos. I'd have to find the video where he said it, because it's maybe like 4 or 5 years ago. It wasn't like a staple thing for him. He just said it like once or twice, and I thought it was cool. Here, alright, I'm getting it. For once and for all, I'm getting this glitch. Close. Yeah, you're right. I gotta MLA citate when I say stay safe, stay Q, stay loyal. You're right. I gotta find the video first. I don't remember which video it's from. Played the Wii U shutdown together. I think I watched that video where we play it on the Wii U shutdown. It's so crazy how they shut that down. The Wii U's not that old, guys. Yeah, it is. It's pretty old. But still. They shut the Wii down, like... how many? Like 8 years into its life. They shut the Wii U down, how many years? Like 13 years into its life? It's kind of weird. Yeah, I cannot do that glitch. Fun fact about me, I have never done the Mario Circuit glitch ever in my life. Not a single time. I've never done it. I don't think it's that hard. I've just never really sat down and been like, alright, I'm going to get it this day. No, it's just never happened. I'm not a glitches guy. I'm a glitches hater. Bean is good at the glitches. He just time trials glitches. So he's good at them, you know. I feel like glitches is a little more research and a little more finesse. No glitch, you can kind of just find whatever time is slightly better than yours and then you grind it down. Glitches takes a little more like figuring out. Finding alignment ghosts, finding strategies, all that. Another 0.6. Ah. This isn't looking promising. Yeah, I'd need literally a bomb right there. A nuclear bomb to complete that. Yeah, what can I say? I didn't know what to put for that little picture in the bottom right corner, so I put a QR code to my channel. I want people to think it's like a Rickroll or something. They're like, oh, I'm not gonna fall for that, and then it's just my channel. Fall for what, guys? You think I'd be malicious? Nah. Okay, yeah. You can't just click on my name. No, that's crazy. What can I say? I'm a thinking guy. Putting another link to my channel that you can click on. Come on. Yeah. It's 0.6 again. All right, 0.7. We're out of here. Enjoying myself? Man, I would be enjoying myself maybe a little more if it wasn't Mario Circuit Jail. You know, being stuck in jail is never fun. I just am not excited for Koopa Cape at all. I'm so unexcited for Koopa Cape. It's going to be terrible. I am excited for WGM, though. I think that one's going to be a lot of fun. What's coming up next after MC? I was booing the run before it was over because I was like, yeah, that's not good. That's funny. Colmac, you got this. Listen, listen, listen. Epic discovery by me that helped me beat King A on CM. On the banisters, don't try to drift and wheelie off. Just move the analog stick and wheelie off like normally, like using handling. So much easier. For that one, the second banister after the shroom, 100 times easier there. There's a 0.5. Unfortunate. It says no text found on the QR code. You have to scan it with finesse. You got an elusive Mario Raceway front run? Okay, whoa, 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 whoa. That's a, frame that. Take a picture of that. You know what? This is what we do. Idea. Break the world like this. So you can print images, right? You take the video, you convert it to a GIF because a GIF is an image. Then you print it. So then you have a GIF printed out, right? And then you hang it on your mantelpiece. So that, you know, you have a GIF hanging up as a painting. How have people not figured this out? Shortcut. No, you see, the definition of insanity, yeah, sure, it is doing the same thing over and over again and expecting a different result. It's also just playing time trials on Mario Circuit. It just, whew, why would you do that to yourself? Oh my goodness. Like with ancient torture methods, they came up with some really bad ones. Mario Circuit time trials was also an option, but they figured that was too inhumane. .5. Okay, nice. Skill issue? Yeah. I guess it is a skill issue. Nah, bro, fun issue. This track just isn't fun. Oh, wall clip? Almost. MC worst track in the game? Ooh, it's got competition. It's got some serious competition from Koopa Cape, DKJP, from Shy Guy Beach, except I think Shy Guy Beach is going to be kind of fun. I think it's going to be a fun track to time trial. This one will never be fun to time trial. This is terrible. There should be a 0.5. Pretty good alignment too. 0.5. Okay. Nice. Yeah, you should tolerate Koopa Cape slander. I will never like Koopa Cape. It's just a thing. Okay, not bad. We're getting closer to that Chain Chomp being a problem, which is good. I swear that's good. This could be a PB. Let's see. No, it's not a PB. Yeah, no. That is about what you should expect. Lido Nail. When we get Koopa Cape 2 minutes in, I'll be sobbing my eyes out. I can't take it anymore. This track sucks. This track is so bad. That track is actually terrible, though. I can't stand Koopa Cape. Just too... I don't know what it is about Koopa Cape. I just... I don't know if that was actually PB. It might not have been. I would have needed a really good shortcut there. And I got an okay shortcut, but it wasn't great. N64 Mario Raceway actually is so much fun to drive. I'm with you on that. Not fun online? I don't know. I think it's pretty fun. It's a little chaotic, but it's fun. Skillet issue. Yeah, facts. Skillet issue is pretty good. But Mario Circuit, or excuse me, Mario Raceway is actually so much fun to drive. Like, it's so satisfying. If it wasn't Mario Raceway, that would be such a good front run track. Because all of the people would be so good at it. But it's Mario Raceway, so there's like a moat of grass around every single turn. Does it ruin the track? Oh, nah. That track is incredible because of all the shortcuts you can take. But it is a little goofy. The thought of Koopa Cape is always worse than playing it. I hope so. Ouch. Y'all can't wait for King A on KC. Y'all are forgetting I'm gonna have to get past Daisy Circuit. That one's not gonna be easy. It's like a mid 130. Alright, we're way behind. Do I have to get 3 for 3 grass hop wheelie shortcut? I don't think so. I don't remember what the time is. It's pretty good. It's like a 220, I think. I don't think that requires the grass cut. It better not, because it's just straight up luck. If it does, then that's just more reason to hate Koopa Cape. I'm probably going to end up using Daisy for Daisy Circuit. I might use Flame Runner. I'm a little more comfortable on it. But the Mach Bike's also pretty easy to use there. So it just depends on whichever I find easiest. That sucks. I don't know, man. The pipe section on Koopa Cape does suck. I do dislike it. Not because of its design, necessarily. It's kind of fun. It has the hippity-hoppity strat. But there's 0 boxes. What? They have 0 item boxes. The set, like, right before you go in the pipe. It's not right before, but the set before you go in the pipe is the last set on the whole track. And it's halfway through. Like, I don't know if the designers realize this, but there are about 4 item sets in the first half, and then there's 1 in the second half of the track. And that's why I hate Koopa Cape. Because if you don't have an item entering the second half of lap 3, you're screwed. And no matter what position you're in, you're either going to get passed by people with power items behind you, or if you're in last and you don't have a power item, then you're just screwed like that because everyone's going to get in front of you. And there's nothing you can do about it because there's no items, there's no shortcuts, there's no tech. You just have to drive and hope that no one hits you. In the pipe section, where shells don't crack on anything, and where shells kind of fly all over the place and it's really easy to get hit. Not to mention, there's only a tiny water stream where everyone's going to try to stay crowded in. So anyone with a Mega Mushroom, I don't know, a back bomb, a fib, is going to put it there. If you don't have anything, you are screwed. Sometimes you could have something and you're still screwed because it's just not good enough. Like, what if you get a blooper going into the pipe section on lap 3? Yeah, it's over for you. That's just the way it goes. And that's why I don't like Koopa Cape. If they just had items inside the pipe section, it would be a perfectly good track. But they don't, and it's terrible. It's so bad. The only item set is right before the finish line, and the only good thing it has is like if you bank a shroom at the end and you can take a shortcut. That's the only thing it's good for, pretty much. It's so stupid. I guess the items on the wooden ramp would be second half. But that pipe section takes up about 1/3 of the track. And that's not right before. There's a little bit after. They're like about halfway through the track. Maybe second half. I guess you could say those are second half. But even then, it's like 4 item sets and then 2 item sets in the second half. It's just nothing. Colmac, I understand your pain. It sucks. The pace lock on CM is nightmarish. Okay, oh, I did forget about the half pipe set in the second half. It's mainly just the stretch where there's no items in the pipe. I think I could save this run. That's how you do it. Will I go for the KC Ultra Cut? These are no glitch standards, so I can't really do that, unfortunately. This will be like low 0.6 or 0.5. Low 0.6. Come on. All right, that's good. That's really good. Look at that. 0.5, that's not great, but it's okay, it's okay, I promise. We just have a bomb here. We did not have a bomb. We did not. Alright, I think I'm going to go for about 5 more minutes, and I'll call it there. That would have been like a $20 is the oh, this is not the PB. $20 here. If this is the PB, you gotta give me 20 bucks, Cole Mack. Your 20 bucks is so safe, let me tell you. It's like a 0.7. And I really don't understand why that was a 0.7. Alright. I said 5 minutes more, like 2 minutes ago. Alright, we got 3 minutes. I'll give it 3 more runs. If we PB in 3 runs, that'd be sick. If we beat him in 3 runs, that'd be even sicker. That ain't happening. That is not happening. Okay, that was a much better shortcut. I stayed inside that time. That was the real deal breaker. You said 10 bucks if it's this run? It might be. Remember, PB. We're not beating them. We're just PBing. And we got 1 more run in me. The King A standard is a 122.380. 380. So that's what we got to beat. We're just over 200 milliseconds away. Alright, it's going to be a low 6. High 5. Look at that. That was rough. That's even rougher. Yeah, it's not PB pace. Okay, one more. One more. What if I go outside of the Goomba to be closer to the start on lap 2? I think I'm just losing time if I go outside the Goomba. I won't be started to the closer to the start, I don't think. All right, let's get this wall bounce. Whee! One more. Then we're out of here. Legendary. Okay. That is it. That is what we got. Let's go ahead and look at the PB. Just get a gauge of how close it is. $0 if I get world record right now. Oof. Your $0 is safe. Okay, so that was it for this run. We got some PBs. We got significantly closer. And now here's the thing. In our personal best, we actually did really good on lap 2 and 3. If we do that all 3 times, then we're basically getting a 0.3. I believe either a 0.3 or a 0.4. It depends on the finer milliseconds, but we need 0.4s and we got them, which is a good sign. So in my next few runs, I expect to get a lot closer to the King A standard, hopefully beating it. I mean, that's the goal, right? We're hopefully going to beat it. Stay safe, stay cute, stay loyal, because I already know you are. And